Ladies and gentlemen, reaction. This is war tractor. Don't mess with farmers. John Deere A1/A2. Okay. Yeah, I did see one of the videos where he talked about how, like, let's just say farmers can be insane when it comes to military type of things, right? So this is another example of that. How they made a tractor. There's like how did they put some machine guns on it? Yeah, this is gonna be one of those like weird ass videos, but it's like, okay, this is Murica at the peak, right? Everybody's like weaponized. I'm surprised if when shit goes down, like kids will weaponize teddy bears or something, put in bomb inside or something. I don't know, but yeah, this is basically America at the highest. Yeah, there's tractors. Let's put a gun in it and this and that. I remember like Top Gear episode where they like turn some kind of, was it combiner? I don't know what that was. Probably it was combiner and turned into like snowplow with a flamethrower or something. This is probably some extreme version of that. But yeah, let's watch it. Remember, if you like my reaction, don't forget to subscribe. That way, I know which videos to react to more. You'll be supporting this channel by helping the algorithm and things. If you haven't seen other reactions to fact nutrition, there's a link in the description or in the end of the video end card. And yeah, let's watch it. Whoa. Oh, there you go.
Today we're talking about the coolest military vehicle you've probably never even heard of. Ladies and gentlemen, the John Deere war tractor. But first, a word from our sponsor.
What the fuck?
Well, you've probably never even heard of. Ladies and gentlemen, the John Deere.
Oh, they didn't put just guns on it. They've armor plated it. Even the wheels. What the fuck, man? Ah, this looks like some of the like comic book shit, right? Like they took everything and just like, completely like make ridiculous shit out of this. Like, oh, this is like superhero, vehicle or something. But this is like real. Look at that.
War tractor. But first, a word from our sponsor. This video is brought to you by Anchor Gold, an online subscription service that allows you to invest in real tangible gold for as little as $30 a month. I'm not allowed to give you investing advice. I'm just saying that for me, I don't like cash because the government can print $8 trillion more of it whenever they feel like it, and I can't Scrooge McDuck Bitcoin, so my options were limited. Swimming in it. Anyways, I'll have them linked in the description down below if you're interested. Back to the video. Okay, so here's the story. In 1940, the great-grandson of John Deere himself would approach the US government with his idea to make a war tractor. That being a relatively cheap, easily mass-producible tank alternative that John Deere could start making right away. And this monstrosity is what they came up with. It is literally a John Deere Model A, probably the most recognizable and iconic tractor of all time.
GTA tractor.
They armored it and slapped two 30 caliber turrets on each side. This is why I love American companies during wartime and like World War II. Every company, doesn't matter what they did, they're like, yeah, I can make some weapons, no problem. Planting regular seeds, freedom seeds, either way, we're just putting shit in the ground. It's all the same thing, right? I bet the farmer's insurance jingle was way cooler in the 1940s. I can hear it now. We are farmers. All right, so if the war tractor is so awesome, how come you've never actually heard of it before? Well, the military tested 3 different.
All right, obviously, like General Electric, like recently, realized that that's one of those countries like, we can do anything. Let's make like a jet engine for F-15 or whatever. Let's make a fridge. Let's do everything, right? Because of like all the things they can get for it type of way. So I can see how like companies like this America's capitalist at its highest, I guess, right? So companies taking advantage of that and trying to do maximum things is not like that far-fetched, but still like tractor into a tank. This shit is insane. Look at this plating and everything. Okay, why are the wheels like? What about two wheels like weirdly crooked like that? Why is that? But look at that, all the like armor plating and everything. This would work, wouldn't it?
Different variations, and by the end of the testing, they decided that there's nothing that this tractor can do that a tank can't do better, so they scrapped the whole project. And this is one of the biggest tactical errors the US military has ever made. For one, tanks cost significantly more. And for two, there's a significantly higher barrier to entry. And what I mean by that is, nobody's joining the military already knowing how to work on and drive a tank.
Yeah, saying like none of these things can do that tank can do is like, in guerrilla warfare or whatever. When you have like some basic like recruits from bars or something, some college recruits and things like that, saying nothing these recruits can do that a soldier can't. Yeah, but you don't have fucking soldiers, and these people are just here. Like you can't be picky. So basically, of course, like tanks can do better job, but this is like just there. It's like use it. It's gonna be cheap, I guess.
fuck. There is a fuck ton of people that join the military already knowing how to drive a tractor and work on tractors because they've been doing it since they were
Farmers.
7. Okay, what I'm trying to tell you is Uncle Sam missed out on a golden opportunity to intentionally weaponize farm boys. Okay, I am not a farmer, but I do live in Iowa, so I grew up in a farm community, and I literally married the farmer's daughter. And let me tell you, if there's anything even remotely close to the E4 mafia in the civilian world, it is a bunch of farmers. They have the same exact MO. They want to get all their work done so they can go drink and have fun, or as the farmers call it, chores. So if the entire front line is full of a bunch of farm kids with tractors covered in machine guns and you're a bad guy, the last thing you want to do is be considered.
Yeah, farmers call their work chore because it's kinda is one. Like, it's really insane. I watched that Jeremy Clarkson show of farming, and you realize what an insane, complicated, and like lengthy the thing is. Like, it's mean tested, right? Like, you need to have like a real patience and like mentality to do that. I can't do that. I can't do farming. I'm just gonna say, with all the equipment and everything, I still can't do that shit, right? And one thing I realized in US, like, farmers are the one who's like, legislation things are kind of like against us because of this like a green thing, right? Environmental this thing, this and that. Like they're constantly being attacked in a way, right? Like they're already like on the brink of like just like barely making profit, and all this shit piles up, and they have to like contend with all the other issues like natural issues and things like that they have to go with. Yeah, so more and more farmers are leaving the farming and going to the city and things. I'm pretty sure that's the case in US. Now in India, the latest government, like Modi government, is like giving a lot of subsidies and things to make sure like farmers get the right thing. America should think about that because like food is fucking important, right? It's like one of the most important things that is. We can't do without food, right? If the farmers are like basically going, becoming less and less, that's going to be a problem. That's why you have subsidies and things like that. You need to do that for farmers. But yeah, seriously, being a farmer, that's insane. Like, somebody who's like a farmer now is like a soldier's, like discipline is already there. Now, if you give them this one shit, there you go.
The chores, because you're about to get done up quick. Not only that, but the level of fuckery they get into, it's impressive. Because I'm telling you right now, farmers know how to strategically transfer equipment to an alternate location. And if you don't believe me, make friends with a farmer and have him show you around, go inside of his barn. There's something in there that they have acquired over the years. You go help a farmer with chores one night and then you have a beer afterwards and go out in the barn and bullshit, you'll be like, why is there a 1980s cop car in here? Oh, that old thing? Yeah, my dad stole that when he was in high school. Fucking excuse me? Your dad, the guy that's at church right now because it's Wednesday and he goes to church 3 days a week, stole a cop car. Yeah, he was a little bit of a troublemaker when he was a kid. Okay. And the best part about this whole thing is you don't even have to take my word on it. We have...
Yeah, the more religious a guy is, there's a high chance long before he was like even more troublesome. That's why he's like more religious now, right? I mean, there's a chance like that. I mean, obviously it makes sense, like it's like a barn in a farm. A cop cannot just come there and just like try to search it, like it needs a warrant. So yeah, people can just steal shit and just hide it there. There you go. You don't have like reasonable doubt for anything. How are you gonna get a warrant?
Current events to show us. I mean, have you seen what's going on in Ukraine lately?
Look at that! Tractor pulling a tank.
And that's just the metric version doing it with a regular tractor. Imagine what the Americans would be doing with war tractors. In conclusion, not mass producing the John Deere war tractor is one of the greatest tactical errors America has ever made. Don't mess with farmers. Thanks for watching. Best way to support the channel is go buy some merch, thefatelectrician.com. Quack bang out.
Yeah, I mean, again, like at the same time, they might be like, okay, we don't need to weaponize tractors. Come on, we're rich enough. We can have tanks. But yeah, it would have been insane if they did do that. This is one of the most insane thing ever. Like, look at that, John. This makes me think like if like it would never happen in today's world with the America that is powerful today. But let's say some scenario happens where like Americans have to do guerrilla warfare because they're invaded or something, right? They would be innovative and doing shit like this. Yeah, this is insane, man. John Deere even. This is like one of the most famous tractors. Like even GTA has it. They just like put armor plating on it. There you go. The most insane thing about this is like every time Americans do things like this, it's like, come on, that can't work. Because just it basically works somehow. It's like, okay, how the fuck tractor has like enough pulling power to pull that heavy ass plates? Somehow it does. Alright, well, if you like my next one, subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you next time.